Hey guys, my name is Matthew. If you're new to the channel, I am starting a new show today. I'm very excited for it. I'm watching Severance. Now, just to give you a little history, and typically for first episodes of shows, I go on a little yap session right at the beginning. So if you don't want to listen to it and you just want to see my straight into it, just skip ahead to the next chapter. But this is an interesting show. For some reason, I'm pretty sure this was made in like 2021 or 2022. For some reason, I thought that this show was made like in 2018. And I also thought that there was more seasons to this show. I have been building this show up in my head for a while now, and I don't know that much about it. In fact, and a couple days ago, I just learned about season two. Is going to air. Actually, I think it airs on my birthday. The first episode of the new season airs on my birthday. So I thought that was funny, but I realized this is the perfect opportunity to sort of hop in so I can watch it weekly. Maybe have some discussions with some people about it. But for those who don't know, and from what I've heard, and again, I know nothing. I don't know any actors in it. I don't know anything about it, other than the fact that it's sort of there's weird and there's unanswered questions, and it's like I'm pretty sure it's almost like a mystery box show, which is my favorite genre. That is why I have been building it up in my head for a while, so much so that again I thought that this aired so much longer ago because I've been building it up for so long. Um, but I'm very excited. My favorite shows of all time: Attack on Titan, Lost. That sort of genre of a show is what butters my bread, so to speak. So I'm very interested in it, and I'm very interested in it because again, I know nothing. Like a couple shows, I don't want to put it on an exact ranking, but this is without a doubt one of my top 10 most anticipated shows I have ever heard about. My most anticipated show I want to watch is Dark. I have not watched Dark yet, and I will watch that at some point. But it's sort of the same category, and from what I've heard, that mystery sort of aspect. So again, I'm so excited about this. Typically, for other episode ones of shows, I would have a couple more things to say, but and again, I want to repeat it and why I'm so excited about this. I know nothing. I've heard nothing. I don't know of any like oh, this is the best episode. I don't know that. I don't know. Oh, this actor won this award. I don't know anything. So I'm ready to hop straight into it. If you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full length reaction up on Patreon. I'd appreciate it if you checked it out. And if you guys like the content I put out on the channel, if you want to join me for the rest of Severance, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Let's get right into this episode. I'm hyped. Another thing I'm very excited for the show. This is my first ever time watching something on Apple TV. There's a lot of shows that I'm interested in checking out, so I want to see if the content is pretty good. I'm getting creepy vibes too. I don't know why. I don't even know the the plot setup for this show. That's why I'm.
Hello?
Who are you?
I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. Hi there. You on the table? I wonder if you'd mind taking a brief survey.
Who's that?
5 questions. Now, I know you're sleepy, but I just bet it'll make you feel right as rain.
Who's speaking?
Is this a fucking asylum or some shit? What year does this story take place? It looks like a 90s for some reason.
I'd be just thrilled to chat once we've run the survey. Shall we begin with question 1?
I'm not taking your survey.
Shall we begin with question 1?
Hey! Open the door!
Been like drugged and kidnapped?
Let me out!
Or does she have like some sort of like amnesia, psychosis, something?
Hey,
Hello.
5 questions.
5 questions.
Didn't take long.
At the end.
Out.
Depends on your answers. Now to start,
This is a
Who are
great
you?
opening scene.
That's the first question?
first name will do.
gonna lie? Should I know?
It's okay. If you can't answer the question, feel free to say unknown.
Did they like wipe her memory?
Okay, unknown. Question 2. In which U.S. state or territory were you born?
Wait,
This is creepy.
I don't know.
Unknown. Question 3. Please name any U.S. state or territory.
Fuck.
First that comes to mind.
I don't know. Delaware. What is this?
Delaware. Question 4. What is Mr. Egan's favorite breakfast?
That one makes no sense.
I gotta write some of these names down.
Question 5. And as a reminder, this is the final question. To the best of your memory, what is or was the color of your mother's...
Man, I don't even know that. This is creepy. Is there some sort of like horror aspect to this?
So that's unknown, Delaware.
The classic.
Unknown.
What the hell did you do to me?
So, her memory has been erased of anything personal, but she still knows information.
That's a perfect score.
Delaware. It's the most sought out answer. Oh, this is creepy. What the fuck? I'm loving this already. I'm loving that vibe. That opening was awesome. Again, I heard that there was like a mystery element or like unanswered questions, which is my favorite thing in life. I would assume. Again, I don't know what type of show this is. I would assume that opening scene was a cold open, and we will sort of end with that, or that will be somewhere in the episode. And this is maybe a flashback, maybe. But already, the cinematography is fucking excellent. If this is what Apple TV shows are, then I have been missing out. Oh, this is creepy. Like, this is giving me like almost like Stanley Parable vibes, or like something akin to that, like creepy, monotonous.
Thank you.
Oh, this is creepy.
Go ahead.
Hold up a second. Oh, this might be one of my favorite shows. This is fucking great. And as people are watching, well, nothing's fucking happened. No, everything has happened. The cinematography, this music, the acting so far has been great, and this vibe, this creepy aesthetic, but in such like a modern setting. Oh my god. Those overhead shots so far, I don't know if they're good. Those are going to be the only two that are going to be used like that, but I would love that if it's a recurring detail. I love when shows have their sort of cinematographic quirks that they reuse. Is this like some sort of government? This seems very secretive. Is this like a government-related business? I've already got so many... That's what makes a great show. We've just started. Only simple things have happened. A cold open and a... You know what I mean? Small scenes of him going into work. And I already have 20 questions that I want answered.
See you this evening.
Yep. See you soon.
It's a skinny-ass elevator. They're building this up so fucking... Oh my god. It's like he has a different personality when he goes into work. Is this a thing that's been done on purpose, or is this done without... Oh, this... I fucking love this already. Why did it take me so long to watch this? Is it something that he like agreed upon, or is this done without his will? to get the workers to perform better. The title of the show, Severance. Maybe it's a situation. Well, I don't know what the creators of this, like the bosses. If this is done on purpose, what is the benefit? Is it just make them work better? Like they make them the perfect worker by making them not think about anything that happens at home, perhaps. I love this, man. And I'm thinking, as I was saying, Severance, maybe it's like offered to them, but I don't. Severance, from my knowledge, severance is something you get when you're let go from a job. Maybe I have that incorrect, but maybe it's just like they get a bonus if they agree to this. Is it temporary, or is this, guys? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I have so many questions. But already, like 10 minutes in, 10 minutes in, this is incredible. What is this job? It's giving me Lost vibes.
Judy,
Sorry.
you sick?
Like the Hatch.
Fling yesterday.
If you breathe on me, I'll rip your larynx out.
Wow, that went right to 10. I feel like ripping out my germ-ridden larynx would get you sicker than just me breathing on you.
Nah, endorphins.
Oh.
Petey better not be out for the day because I'm about 0 seconds from wrapping the Tumwater file, and he needs to process it.
Is it? It's been a while since I've seen it. Is that the guy who's in an episode of Succession?
Hi, kids.
That's
What's
Lumen
for
with the
dinner?
mustache?
God damn it, Irv. We warned you.
Irv? Lumen? So, I mean, the first episode of shows I had access with the names.
Chief among them, the latent condescension.
Is it like a coding thing? Or like government protection?
Oh, no. Dylan's about to wrap Tumwater today.
Yeah, and if he doesn't see me finish, I might get passed over for Refiner of the Quarter and miss out on my goddamn waffle party.
Rumble, rumble.
It's interesting. So, if they're given I don't want to say new personalities, split personality. They're very friendly, if that makes sense. If I was like heading this program or business and I wiped people's memories, I would want them to just shut the hell up and work all day.
Good morning, macro data refinement.
Hi, Mr. Milchek.
Mark, could I have a word?
Mark Scout. Sorry, the first episode I gotta write down all the information I know. This genuinely has potential to be an all-time show for me. High praise coming from the fact that I only saw this first episode. Miss Coble. I have so many names and I don't know who the fuck everyone is.
You look awful. You look hungover. Have a seat.
How many people's, like, is her memory wiped too? Like, is every single worker here?
I assume this is about me acting as department chief today. Okay, well, I mean, I've subbed for PD before, so it shouldn't be that big a thing.
Petey is no longer with this company.
Oh, they killed that motherfucker.
I said Petey is no longer with
They
this
killed that
company.
motherfucker.
I'm sorry, Mark. You guys were one of my favorite office friendships.
It's like they're toys. Like they're...
There's been some notice of this. What happened?
Did something with the memory go wrong and it killed him, or...?
Disclosure policy forbids. We'd be aiding an assault on PD's privacy by you.
Mark, would you place your key card on my desk?
I have goosebumps at how much I'm liking this.
I know you haven't run a training before, but Irving will be there to shadow. Just stick to the flow chart. And
I have, like, tingles on my back by how fucking creepy this is.
Image is good.
She looks nice.
This is fucking excellent.
I just love seeing you all come in like this. Go on ahead when you're ready.
I have... At the end of the episode, I'm gonna rank... I rank pilots, or first episodes of shows I've ever watched. I'm gonna place this real fast. It's gonna rank high.
Do you think we grew a full human, gave you consciousness?
I don't know.
Did your nails?
I don't know. I don't know you.
No, you're not livestock. Good Lord.
He's so awkward.
Then
I
what's
love
my
it.
name?
I can't tell you that.
Helly.
Oh, hell.
Your name is Helly. Helly R.
That sounds like a fake name. Do they have like work names? Or are they a completely different person? Like, did they separate their mind completely?
Thank you for taking the welcome survey. I can sense that the questions made you feel afraid or
Oh,
disoriented.
he's so awkward. I love it. He genuinely sounds like someone whose boss is hovering, breathing right down his fucking neck. Yo, the cinematography. I'm gonna have to recommend this show to every single living person that I fucking know.
I understand you're confused about the severance procedure. Before we hop on that, let's chat about something I bet you have heard of, the work-life balance. Start, imagine yourself as a seesaw. Ow! Fuck! That locks from out there!
Let me out!
God. Can we just take a beat, please?
What the fuck was the preamble? What did you not tell her?
And, so
Now
years back, I woke up on this table.
Now I'm getting the vibe that this is the plan.
A disembodied voice asked me 19 times who I was. And when I realized I couldn't answer, I told that voice that I would find him and kill him. I don't know why I said that. I was scared too.
Did you kill the voice?
No, that's my best friend now.
No, that voice's name was Petey, and he became my best friend.
Oh, they killed Petey, bro. She's gonna change her mind? Let me tell you what, I would be kind of scared that they murder you if you choose to leave. What a great shot right there!
What the hell?
What the fuck? What the fuck is this freaky space magic shit?
Am I dead?
No.
This isn't like hell or something?
No.
Then why the fuck can't I leave?
Well, you did leave just now.
Okay, so they erase her like personality, or they split it. The other half already agreed to this. That would be my guess. So that is why they are not letting her leave, because she already agreed to it and she actually wants it.
Welcome to Lumen, Helly.
I have goosebumps again.
Are you mad at me?
For the incompetence or the disobedience?
Well,
Yes! You know my mother was an atheist.
I'm very scared.
Bad news about hell. The good news is, hell is just the product of a morbid human imagination. The bad news is, whatever humans can imagine, they can usually create.
That is a banger line right there.
My name is Helly R. I'm making this video roughly 2 hours before it will be shown to me. I have, of my own free accord, elected to undergo the procedure colloquially known as severance. I give consent for my perceptual chronologies to be surgically split, separating my memories between my work life and my personal life. I acknowledge that henceforth my access to my memories will be spatially dictated. I will be unable to access outside recollections whilst on Lumen's severed basement floor, nor retain work memories upon my ascent.
What do they do here?
That this alteration is comprehensive and irreversible. I make these statements freely.
Talking about Petey, did they kill him or did he leave? obviously, oh, dude, they've met. Oh, dude, if we run into Petey in their outside life and they don't remember each other, only we know, that'd be fucking awesome.
Do I have a family?
I don't know.
You'll never know.
I have no choice.
Oh, that's fucking creepy.
Every time you find yourself here, it's because you chose to come back.
So does the other half know that, remembers that this happens, that they go to the severed floor and... This is so intriguing. And these fucking cinematic shots are incredible.
Hello.
Colloquial. That's one of the words that I know, but I don't know the exact definition. Is this something that only Lumen uses? Or is this something that many businesses use in this day and age? Is this in the future? Or is this like modern times? Oh, that's a great detail right there. Guys, I'm sorry if I'm being annoying. The cinematography, the music, I have goosebumps again. This setup, is this based off a book?
Class carrying boxes and room chairs slipped on an overhead projector slide and sustained a minor blow to the temple.
This music is genuinely incredible.
Hey!
Sorry.
Maybe keep your eyes on the icy road.
Sorry.
That is fucking... This is such... what's it, like the setup, the plot, this is such an intriguing idea. This is so creepy too. They 100% murder these motherfuckers. But now that I'm thinking about it, they don't even need to because they won't remember anything.
Oh, yeah, shit.
That's okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. Do you want to put on pants and I'll...
Is it an ex-wife or... Did he just simply not remember, or is like with the split, is there something happening that makes them forget things?
Really a way better symbol.
Oh, okay, it's a sister.
Oh, must have slipped my mind.
Slipped his mind. Yeah, something's with his mind. Maybe he's losing his other memories as a result.
Explanation onto that
It's
apology.
fine. Got a gift card.
Oh, you got a gift card. Where...
Oh, so this is like a known thing.
Pips.
Of course it's Pips. Well, enjoy.
I will, without you.
Oh, this has got to be like slightly into the future. It's like a known common thing that businesses use, or at least this business. It almost seems like he's happier at work than... Did they take the joy part or like the happiness part of his life or his personality and put it into the work one?
Mark's work is sensitive enough as to require the severance procedure.
Shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have said that.
Well, that's something, isn't it?
So is this something that like a whole bunch of businesses use?
Choice to tell people or not, right? Reckon?
Oh my god.
No.
Oh god,
No,
Mark,
no,
please
no,
forgive
it's
me,
okay.
Mark.
I
My
don't care.
apologies.
No, I think it's fascinating.
Is it? Do people look down upon this? I mean, is it just a way to get more money?
And then suddenly it's 5, and you're leaving.
Well, they stagger us a little.
They
So
And then,
Stagger you.
conversely, when
No.
you're at work, you can't access outside memories. So, in effect, that version of you is trapped there.
Well,
I mean, not trapped, but
But what?
This is so uncomfortable.
But not trapped. But what? What were you gonna say?
It feels like society looks down upon this, but why? But I feel like I would, hey, I would do this if I needed the money. Do they don't kill you.
Controversial. Ethically, socially, morally, scientifically. But, Mark, I stand behind you without reservation.
So well said.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Bunch of snobs. Oh, and how does that work if you get pregnant? At work?
You're not going.
Well, the work things helped.
Oh, is he used it as a way to, like, get away from the memory of his... as an escape for his wife?
Would have been too. I know she would have been.
Oh, dude, imagine that you have a wife at home and then you have an affair in the office and you don't know that you're having an affair. Oh, and then imagine you're like a woman and you get pregnant from... Oh, that's insane. This is so interesting. I already have so many questions. Because at some point these memories or these lives have to converge, right? No. What's going on? Don't be... Oh, stop it. Is he seeing stuff from his other memory? Oh my god. This show's already creepy enough. What the fuck? Is that his dad? Or is that Petey? Is that his dad or is that Petey?
He looked at me weird, like he knew me.
Oh, what the fuck? That's Petey. Can they die in their one life and, like, stay in the other? Or maybe Petey escaped, or Petey's memories combined and he's trying to contact... Get these shots, man! Where has this show been in my life for the past, what, 2 or 3 years? By now, I should have watched this immediately. Although I am very glad that I get to experience it with you guys. So, I'm pretty sure, like, Lumen isn't the only place that uses it. It's a known thing that a lot of people, a lot of businesses offer to workers.
Okay, so recycling was last night.
Oh my god.
Tonight's garbage.
Oh, dude, it would be insane if he gets to know the people outside of work. Maybe perhaps the woman.
Hang up. Quickly.
It's Petey. It's Petey.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Slovig. They've cooked the food and it's here.
Hi, kids. What's for dinner? Sorry, you don't got that reference.
Oh, that's Petey. That was a work inside joke right there.
Your voice is different here. Worse.
Did he escape, like on the run? How did his memories combine? Did he quit?
Well, that's not plausible. Everyone in my department is...
Severed. I was.
Oh, they're gonna kill him for this, aren't they?
Well, severance is pretty permanent.
Yeah. Bypassing the implant wasn't easy. I had help.
Is this actually Petey, though? Or is this someone from work trying to trick him? Or something like that?
You've unsevered, and now you... What, think they're after you or something?
They're probably watching him right now.
Yeah. They being Grainer, who's probably out here right now.
Grainer, is that the security gentleman?
Like a person you know, or...
We both know him. We don't like him.
I see.
Oh, this is...
Nothing down there is what they say. If something happens to me, the things I know need to stay known. I'd prefer it be by a friend.
So, we're friends?
Best friends.
I'm your best friend.
You're my very good friend.
Oh, that's a great quote. I am so fucking excited for this show, man.
We used to wonder what kind of men we were on the outside, what choices we had made.
This is so, like, I don't know, philosophical. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like,
I used to think it would take a monster to put someone in a place like that office. Especially if the person was himself. But we're not monsters, Mark. Not real ones. If you don't want to know what's going on down there, I won't force it. But if you do, there's an address on the back of this card. Go alone, and you'll find the beginning.
I'm so in. I'm in, man. I've never been more in anything in my life. This actor, I keep thinking it every time he pops up. This actor looks like David Tennant.
Mark, is that you?
Oh, hi, Mrs. Selvig.
Oh, will you color me embarrassed for the mix-up with the bins?
Oh.
You know, my mother was a Catholic. She used to say it takes the saints 8 hours to bless a sleeping child. I hope you aren't rushing the saints.
Well, I'll give them ample time tonight. Good night, Mrs. Selvig.
Mark? You're good people.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Okay, so she knows. She's a higher up. I would assume that she doesn't have to sever herself. But maybe she does. Let's see it. Okay, no, she doesn't have to sever herself. That fucking expression. She is fucking evil, man. Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller? What the fuck? Guys. That was fucking incredible. I cannot believe how good that was. I talked about it, and I think I said in the beginning of the episode, I sort of obsessed with ranking stuff. I rank like seasons of favorite episodes of TV, favorite character, or whatever. One of the other ranking lists I have is my favorite pilots. Typically, I wait towards more further into the discussion to have this, but I'm going to do it real quick. I think, without looking at the other pilots right off the top of my head, that was the greatest first episode of any show I've ever watched. Real quick, let me just sort of see if that rings true. Okay. So, right now, I have listed my favorite first episode of any show of all time is Fargo. And then Chernobyl, Game of Thrones, Lost. And I can safely say, without a shadow of a doubt, without any hesitation, that right there was the greatest first episode of any show I have ever watched. And I'm hyper right now. Like, I'm so excited. I cannot believe how good that was. I didn't know anything about it. Like, I think that's what sort of added to the hype a little bit. Because I feel like out of all, and I talked about at the beginning of the episode, this is one of my top 10 most anticipated shows, just because I knew that it was my genre. It was my favorite type of show. It was mystery. It was, there's secrets, there's unanswered questions, there's all of that. And I think out of all of these shows that fit that category, that I'm excited for, I knew the least of it. Like, for instance, Dark. I talked about how Dark is my most anticipated show of all time. I don't know anything about it other than that there is time travel involved. Another show like Steins Gate, I know that there is time travel involved. A show like Parasite, I don't know anything about. But there's a Fringe. I know that there's some, you know, but this right here, From, is another show that I'm so excited to watch. That right there was fucking incredible. The cinematography. I'll start off with the cinematography because uh, this isn't. I'm not going to go off rant like specific things. Oh, they use this shot. Blah, blah, blah. Something I didn't mention. I do have a film degree, but this show was fucking beautiful. It was absolutely incredible. And I mentioned it. I've never seen anything on Apple TV before. I just sort of got the vibe that there would be lower quality shows for some reason, and I have been proven wrong 20 times over with that episode. I don't know how to explain it. I'll use FX for an example. FX is a television network I'm sure that many people have watched. I watched a couple FX shows, and I didn't like the cinematography. Not in like it was bad. It was like actively negative, but just more of it didn't blow me away. And then I watched Fargo, and Fargo is the best cinematography of any show I've ever watched. I sort of had that same feeling with Apple TV. I thought that Apple TV was sort of lower quality stuff. Wasn't really like out there with the writing or the cinematography. But after this one episode, I'm fully on board. I know that there's a couple other Apple TV shows that I wanted to watch, some like Silo. I think Shrinking is also Apple TV. I'm excited about that. I don't really know anything about that, but I'm so fucking happy right now. That was so good. I'm almost speechless to a certain degree because I really did not expect it to be that good. I knew that I was gonna like it. Like if it was my genre, I was gonna be on board. But I'm so excited. Another thing, real quick, I do want to say. Well, I don't know if this is based off a novel. I don't know if they've announced how many seasons they plan to do. I don't know any of that information. I would assume that not. I would assume when I finish season 1 and I'm watching weekly, I'll learn more about that sort of outside information. But my sort of mindset going into it, and I want to preface this by saying I love the ending of Lost. I love the ending of Attack on Titan. But one of my core mindsets, and I forget what I think maybe David Lynch might have said this. Yeah, I believe it was David Lynch. My mindset when going into mystery shows is the journey is the important part. Not that like a bad ending can't ruin something, but I mean when it comes to mystery, even if the answer to the question isn't 100% what I wanted or what I expected or something that 100% satisfies my questions, the journey of the unknown is the important part. And I got goosebumps thinking about it already. I am on board. There is nothing, unless, again, obviously, barring unforeseen circumstances of the show becoming 1 out of 100 quality, there is genuinely almost nothing that this show can do that would take me off the train. I am in it. I'm excited. Real quick, theories, and that's another thing. I don't even think I have any specific theories right off the top. What the first question that we have to think about here is what are they actually doing, and how did Petey get away? I think like a lot of people, after having watched so many TV, I immediately just learned to question what I'm being shown. So that first question is that actually Petey? And even if it actually is Petey, is that actually Petey after he's been unsevered? Because I could see a world in which this is actually perpetrated by Lumen, the company, like that's a random actor or whatever. I could see that. As of right now, I don't think that's the case, but I'm throwing that out there just so it's in my head. I have thought of that before, and I can maybe pull back on any details that I see in the future. For the first question, obviously, is how did he get unsevered? If we're looking at it from a one-to-one basis, how did he get unsevered? How does that happen? How does something like that happen? Because it's a surgical. They thought it was a surgical experiment thing, not experiment. Surgical I don't know. I'm blanking here. It was done. So it's not really something you could walk into. Like it's like a vasectomy. You know what I mean? You can't just randomly unvasecticize or whatever. It would have had to do on purpose. Oh, and well, he said it's not that hard to do if he had. I'm pretty sure he said he had someone on the inside or someone helping you. Maybe Mark. Maybe Mark helped him. And maybe they're able to consistently wipe the memories. Like maybe it isn't a one-time thing. Maybe they can like continuously continuously sever certain memories. Like maybe they can sever a couple days. Maybe Mark is actually the whole perpetrator of this. Maybe he sort of led his friend down a certain path. Because he did talk about how Petey did talk about how they looked into stuff and they had questions or whatever. But the Mark that we saw at work didn't really have, or didn't seem to have any of those questions. Seemed to be sort of an obedient worker. And that's another thing too. Koble, or Selvig. Hold up, Selvig. Selvig, I wanted to switch the name backwards to see if it was anything, but it's not anything. That's actually pretty damn close to my last name. But so when she yelled at Mark, she said what was incompetency or something and disobedience. I don't think I said anything on that, but I thought about it. What was disobedient about what he had done? I didn't see anything where he disobeyed something. Maybe it was because of the way he did it, but I feel like that would be covered under incompetency. So maybe that he did disobey them. Maybe he did have questions and he tried to do some stuff and they wiped his memory again. And maybe Petey got out before they could get him. My mind is racing. I'm so... Oh my god. Irv is Grainer the black gentleman that we saw with the mustache. That would be my only guess because Petey said that they didn't like Grainer. But I don't know. Maybe Grainer is someone who is yet to be sort of introduced. I have obviously Mark, Helly, and Irving. Who was the other guy? Is it Dylan? Or who is Judd? No, Judd. I think that the other guy might be Judd. Maybe. Sorry, I need to get. Let me say this. I've only been doing reactions for like 6 months now, I believe. And I have a notebook here with pieces of information, questions I have in the future, specifically names. First episodes, well, in the first seasons, actually, probably typically mostly consist of names. And I have so many names written down here already that I've already got myself confused. I need to rewrite my notes just so I understand what the hell's going on. His wife is dead. I would assume that the reason Mark took the job was because of that. But at the same time, my conspiracy theory mind is also just thinking maybe it is connected somehow. I don't know. I do need to learn if the severance program is something that all companies nowadays offer. Or if it's just a Lumen thing. I'm just so fucking happy, man. That was incredible. Incredible. I'm trying to think of other theories here. What do they do there? That's the big question. I sort of talked about it earlier and I didn't really get anywhere. I went on a tangent. What are they doing? So I'm pretty sure they talked about some pharmaceuticals. I think that's what they said. I might need to rewatch that dinner scene again. But I think that they said something like pharmaceuticals, or health stuff. But Mark is not in that department. He's in like a tech department. What do they do? Like, what is the benefit? That's the big question. What's the benefit of severing people's minds. Well, okay. The only benefit is that something illegal or immoral or inhumane is happening and they don't want people to say anything about it. But if that was the case, I feel like these guys who are working there, you know what I mean, Mark and Irving and Judd, I'm pretty sure, would have a problem. They wouldn't just be like sitting there doing it like good little boys. I feel like they would have an issue with it, and I don't know. So maybe because they're not in the other side, they're just in the tech department. Maybe they're sort of just like badness, the evil or the bad that is going on. They're adjacent to it. They're not directly involved in it, so they don't like exactly see what's going on. Maybe that is the case. That'd be the only thing, because I'm thinking like my first immediate gut reaction to the benefit of severing people is because I don't. It would be almost to dehumanize them, as horrible as that sounds. But my immediate thought about the benefit would be to dehumanize them so that they don't get distracted by outside problems and outside issues, and they can just sit down and focus on their work and get the day over with. But the way that that's set up, they just got 4 people like hanging out in a room. They have really good relationships with each other. I don't think that would be the case. And apparently, Petey and Mark have had like a long time to grow into really good friends. Like not just good coworkers, but really good friends. They talk about their lives, so the job doesn't even look like it's really hard either. I really got Lost vibes with like season 2 of Lost. With that whole storyline, I don't want to go into any major spoilers about the show, but I got season 2 of Lost vibes from that. And again, like them doing something monotonous and boring and all that. I am so excited. Theories for some of the stuff that will happen in the future. Well, it already sort of happened there with the neighbor Selvig actually being Kobel. And I'm 99.99% sure that Kobel is not severed, just from that sort of reaction there. But I want to see Mark interact with his coworkers outside of work, because that'd be crazy. And another thing I spoke about, I was sort of going on tangents, just sort of thinking about scenarios of if this was real, like stuff that would happen. Imagine a woman like getting pregnant at work, having an affair, and then going home and not realizing that they're having an affair. Like thinking they're all like high and mighty, and oh, I would never do that. I would never have an affair. And then your other life is having one. That would be insane. And that's another thing. How does someone going to work pregnant, how does that work there? Does it, I'm trying to think. Do they stop them? Like, do they go on leave for a little bit until they give birth? Or how does that happen? Do they work a 9 to 5 every, like Monday through Friday every week? Are there holidays? I have so many questions, and I'm just so excited. I think I've yapped for long enough. I'm just excited to watch more. I may even watch a couple more right now if I have some time. We will see. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. If you guys liked the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I really appreciate it. I've got the full length reaction up on Patreon. I would really appreciate it if you checked it out. It really helps me out. And if you guys like the content on the channel, I would appreciate it if you subscribed. That does really help me out as well. I am so excited to be on this journey. I hope some of you guys are here to watch and come on it with me. I will be watching season 2 weekly as it airs, and like I said, the season 2 premiere is on my birthday, so it's like a little present for me. But you guys have a good one.